Hi, John Strohmeyer from Strohmeyer Law, and today we're discussing the differences between an advance directive, a medical power of attorney, and a do not resuscitate order. Now, these are all documents that we use as part of the normal estate planning process, but they are different, and while they overlap, they're not the same thing. The first one we want to talk about is the do not resuscitate or DNR order. This is used by clients who do not want to be resuscitated if they're outside of the hospital. If they're in the hospital, there's a different in-hospital form that they may have. But if you're outside of the hospital, the DNR order needs to have a specific form, and among other things, it needs to have either two witnesses and a notary, or two witnesses or a notary, and it must have a physician's signature authorizing that do not resuscitate order. If that's in place and something happens to you and it looks like your death is imminent, then that DNR order will stop medical personnel from reviving you. The second document we want to talk about is the medical power of attorney. Using this document, you, the principal of the document, can appoint an agent to make medical decisions for you if you're not capable of making those decisions for yourself. So imagine you go to the hospital because you were riding your bike and you got hit by a car. Well, if you've only broken your leg and otherwise you're fine and fully aware, then your agent under that medical power can't make any decisions for you. But if that bike wreck was a little worse and you were in a coma, then the medical agent will be able to start making decisions for you. Now, they can't make any decision. They can't authorize electroshock treatment or do anything else that you wouldn't otherwise be able to authorize for yourself if you were alive, or if you were fully competent. What they can do is make any decision you would otherwise be capable of making. Now, we can put some constraints on this. You're allowed to add in to that medical power of attorney certain restrictions or wishes you want about your treatment. What we're also going to consider having is a third document, and that's the living will or the advance directive to physicians. This document operates as a set of handcuffs on your agent under your medical power of attorney. Now, the Texas legislature has given us a form for this, and we follow it because doctors know what to look for and how it operates. If we start getting too far afield, we may get into situations that can create some legal or medical ethics issues for the doctors. So generally, we're left with the two situations from the legislature. Situation number one, if you have a terminal condition, and this is a situation in which you're not capable of making your own decisions, and the doctors expect you to die within 6 months. If that's going to happen, then you have two options from the form. One, have everything turned off. The other option is going to be leave everything on and let you die as comfortably and peaceably as possible. Now, again, we're just talking about one situation where the doctors expect you to die within 6 months. The other situation is more like that Terry Schiavo situation from a few years ago. In this case, the doctors expect that you are going to die, you're incapacitated, but they don't know when your death is going to happen. They certainly don't think it's going to be within the next 6 months. So in that case, you've got the same options. Turn everything off or leave everything on. Now, your medical agent, if you've signed an advance directive or a living will, your medical agent has to follow your instructions in that document. They have to combine both the medical power of attorney and the advance directive to make sure that they're carrying out your wishes. It's not just the agent's wishes that have to be carried out. It's what would the principal want. So the medical power and the advance directive operate together. You're almost always going to have a medical agent, and you may have an advance directive that operates as a set of handcuffs on the actions that the medical agent can take. You could also have a DNR, or that do not resuscitate order. The do not resuscitate order really isn't going to control what your medical agent does. What it will do is stop your medical personnel from trying to resuscitate you while you're outside of the hospital. Thanks so much for watching. If you've got other questions about this, go ahead and leave a question in the comments below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.